So you want to make sure that your bank account doesn't get rejected when you try to open it. And in today's video, we're going to be going over just that, because recently one of our viewers messaged my business partner, Cheyenne. He is the co-founder of GenZone. They messaged him talking about their banking application that went sour. They set up their business in a free zone that we do not work with anymore. That's why we work with specific free zones. The cheap ones are cheap for a reason. And after setting up their business in that cheap free zone, they then applied for a bank that is very simple, I would say, to get approved with if you answer the questions properly and you did everything properly, which we do for our clients. And unfortunately, their application got rejected. You want to see what it looks like? This is what it looks like. This is what we will send you. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. At the end of the day, if they reject you, that's it. This person thought, yeah, I could just reapply. Unfortunately, you cannot just reapply. Yes, sure, you can physically reapply. You can do another application. But once you get rejected, it's really sad to say, but it's going to be on file that you got rejected. The bank will know that you got rejected the previous time. I mean, it's tied to your business license. It's tied to your Emirates ID. And unfortunately, it won't matter if you apply again. They will then reject you a second time. Once you get rejected once, you will not get approved. So now you might be wondering, how do I make sure that this doesn't happen to me? Kevin, I want to make sure that my bank gets open. I'm setting up a business in Dubai. I want to make sure that banking is seamless. I don't want to wait weeks or months to get a bank account open. I need to get payments quickly. I can't wait around, because if I'm waiting around not receiving payments, that means either I'm losing clients or that money is going to my previous bank accounts in my previous country where I don't want to pay taxes. So you're going to waste literally thousands of dollars because you're going to have to pay taxes on that money, unfortunately. So let's talk about it. What can you do to prevent this? Number one, set up in the proper free zone, guys. Stop cheaping out. If you're moving to Dubai to save money in taxes, well, congratulations. You're making enough money to care about taxes and care about spending all this money in taxes. So please don't try and cheap out by going and registering your business in a cheap free zone. Like you can see with this person, I'm sure right now if they can go back in time knowing that this is an issue, they would not register in that cheap free zone. And there are over 40 different free zones in Dubai, in the UAE. In Dubai, there's not that many, but in the UAE, and it's hard to make that decision because you'll see pricing here, this, that. People will promise you, oh, we'll help you with your bank account. Don't worry, it'll get open. But then all these promises are often false promises, because if something does go wrong, they can't do anything about it. It's not their decision to either approve or deny your banking application. It's the bank's decision. So these people promising you these things are just trying to get you in the door. That's why they have cheap pricing, and then they upsell you this, that. They're just trying to get you in the door so that they can sell you other services down the line. Because when your bank account gets rejected, well, who are you going to go to? You're going to go back to them. They will sell you a service to then get your bank account open with another bank. And that money is more money than you expected, and that money is money that you could have just spent the first time to do it right the first time and avoid all this stress. And anyway, the point is, don't register in a bad free zone. The reason why I said Dubai is a good one is because it is a good one. It is recognized by the banks, it has credibility, it has respect, and not only that, but the experience when you register in Dubai free zones is significantly better. That's why we only work with Dubai free zones unless you need another one for a specific reason. But of course, we always evaluate this case by case, because not everyone should be in a Dubai free zone and not everyone can be in a Dubai free zone. So that's the first step. Choose the right free zone. Number two, it's really important that if you are applying to a specific bank, to know what the requirements are. It's not all clear cut. My point is, if you've never done it before, maybe think twice before trying to do it alone. There are professionals in the market for a reason. People charge money for services for a reason. They're not just scamming people. They're charging for a reason because there's a demand for that service. People want to make sure that their banks are open. People want to make sure that their companies are set up properly in the right place. They want to make sure that their compliance is well taken care of. Why do you think there's accountants? Why do you think lawyers exist? So if you don't know how to do it yourself properly, maybe seek professional assistance to help you with this, because that can be the difference between being accepted and rejected. Even if you are in a good free zone, if you answer something incorrectly, that can mean that you get rejected. So keep that in mind. That is really important to know. Now, the next thing is in regards to your business activities and your actual physical presence. Now, when you're discussing with a company setup consultant, they need to know what your needs are, what you need to do in order to get to where you want to be. Now, a lot of people just want to set up your company and call it a day. That's it. Set up the company. I made my money. Thank you. Goodbye. But it's a lot more complex than that. Yes, you can have your company open, but like I said, are you going to have issues down the line? Will you be able to achieve what you really want? That's exactly why there's a huge gap between some consultants in the market. There's a reason why some people charge basically nothing and some people charge a lot. And it's for a reason. Obviously, there might be some outliers in the market that charge literally like 100 times our price even, but I'm not going to speak in regards to them because maybe there is value in it. I don't know. I haven't used their service, but of course, there's a price to pay for good connections, good contacts, etc. So I can't talk bad about anybody. But the point is, if you want to set up in Dubai, just do it right the first time. So long even before you get to the banking part, you need to make sure that everything else was done properly before. Did you choose the right company activities? Do you need all of these activities? Do you need this activity? Is this activity going to cause you issues? Is this going to need this in the future? Is this title going to require statements? Are you going to have to provide banking statements? Are you going to have to provide a degree? Are you going to have to provide education proof? All of these things, you don't think about this because you're just trying to set up a company, but it can come and impact you down the line. I was just on a call with someone that said, Kevin, why are you telling me I don't need bank statements to open my bank account? But the consultant I was speaking to right before you told me that I would need bank statements. And honestly, it comes down to what they do with your application. And maybe this person just didn't even know and they just spit out some information, but it really comes down to how you actually build someone's application from the start. Because if I put one little different thing, that could mean that I would need to provide bank statements. So maybe that person doesn't know that if you don't do this, you don't have to provide statements. So there's a lot of little things that you need to know before you even get to the point where you get to banking. Because setting up your business in Dubai and getting to that end result of 0% tax is like a house of cards. You see this house of cards in front of you, right? Everything before really does matter to get to that last card at the top, which is 0% tax, a functioning bank account, a functioning company, the proper company, and overall a good experience. So if you want to set up your company in Dubai and you want to actually get your bank account open, then please consider these 3 things that I mentioned. And if you want a step-by-step guide on how to move to Dubai properly, then watch this video right here where I go over exactly that. And if you want to get on a call with me personally to discuss your situation and you want our help to help you set up your business in Dubai and take care of literally everything, then book a call. I'll see you. It's down below in the description and the pinned comment, and I'll see you on that call.